I think what happened during the course of the last 15 months was very simply this, that a whole bunch of branch offices opened around the world, billions of them, on people's dining room tables and kitchen counters and from bed on days when people couldn't bear to get up. And those offices were never planned. They were never really worked out. It was a reaction, right? It's like when a hurricane hits, you put up a tent encampment because all those people have lost their homes, need to be kept out of the rain and the wind, and you've got to organize them somehow to provide food and first aid. But it's never intended to be permanent. But this stuff has kind of become permanent, and it's had both good and bad impacts. The truth of the matter is, if you were a culture-aligned organization, if you were a people-focused organization, so culture-aligned doesn't make any sense. If you were a people-first cultural type organization, before the pandemic, you probably managed to manage quite well through it, because this wasn't just a location change. This wasn't just same software, same computer, different chair, different room, and get on with it. It was very different for people. Everybody had very different experiences. Never mind the stresses and the worries and all the imposter syndrome that came in from not being able to be seen by your boss. There's kids running around. There's all sorts of things with that. If you were already inclined to care about those sorts of things, you probably did a pretty good job during the pandemic of keeping people focused and making sure they don't work themselves to death. But the overwhelming story of the pandemic is people who put in 17-hour days. And I just want to kill people who talk about how they've had the best year of their entire lives as a business last year. And it just goes to show that people can work from home without acknowledging the fact that they had their best year ever at the hands and minds of people who put in 17 hours a day. That was an example of bad culture at work, of people not actually being mindful of the fact that there are human beings in a different scenario, and their ability to deliver in a sustainable way was massively at threat.